Greetings, fellow YouTubers. Lindsay here. I'm at Sharon Woods, north of downtown, and I'm outside. It's a beautiful day, absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, I'm at the Heritage Village. It's a Sunday. Some of these places are actually open, so I'm just taking a walking tour. And I'm right here. There's a flatboat behind me. Stand by just a moment, and I'll tell you what the flatboat is and why it's important. Going back behind this old house here. It's really cool. If you haven't been out here to Sharon Woods and the Heritage, what's this called? Heritage Village. Come on out and take a look. It's really neat. It's a very small bit of money, but everything goes to support the buildings and the maintenance of all these old houses. And they have an old schoolhouse at the very end. It's been out here for, oh man, probably, it sounded like it's been out here for about 8 years, and they have yet to be able to actually fix it up so that it can be used. So they got a lot of these little backyard gardens behind a lot of these old houses, and I'm not sure there's anything growing in here. I'm not a very big gardening expert. What do you gardening people think? You see anything in here that looks like it's been planted? I don't know. Pretty neat. So this replica flatboat is here at the Heritage Village. See, it's locked. But anyway, these flatboats floated all up and down the Ohio River. People would take them from points east, and they would travel down the Ohio River looking to settle and move, and whatever they could fit in this boat is what they got to take with them. So this is kind of like a wagon train of the river. When they got to where they were going, they would either dismantle it and use it for lumber to build a cabin, or they would sell it to somebody else who would take it even further down the river. A lot of really cool stuff. I'm gonna just travel around and explore a little bit. This is really neat. I wish it was open. I have a feeling it's a very small interior. So I discovered behind one of these houses here is a little body of water. Can't barely see it through the trees. Not quite sure what it is or where it comes from, or if it's even coming from anywhere or going anywhere. It's very quiet, very peaceful here. Very beautiful. Here's an old backyard woodshed behind a really old house that used to be in Blue Ash. There's a light breeze blowing. Train whistle blowing in the background. Pretty cool. Very, very quiet. Over here is the Kemper log cabin. And this was moved here from an area over by Eden Park. And it was built in 1804 by Reverend Kemper. Am I saying that right? Yeah. And he bought a farm and built this house to get out of the city. And he wasn't home a lot, but he built it for his family because he was a reverend, and he traveled a very large area. But anyway, he bought this farm and he named it, there's a lot of walnut trees, so he named it Walnut Hill, and so that is what I'm told, that is where the name Walnut Hills comes from today. And it is now sitting here in Heritage Village. So I'm headed over to the barn now, and this has been really cool. It's like a trip back to the 1800s, you know. And then you look down and da-da-da, a bag of Miracle Grow. And so this is the old train station that used to sit on the eastern side of Spring Grove Avenue between Mitchell and Clifton and Winton Place. It used to be it's called Chester Park Station. It used to be right across from Chester Park, which was a racetrack, which was later an amusement park that went out of business in the 1930s. But Chester Park Station, as you may or may not know, has been relocated and restored to its 1800s look right here at Heritage Park. And everything is pretty much the way it's supposed to look for a train station, which I think is pretty darn cool. Waiting area. So the cool part is they still have a little booth over there. And this was a little booth that somebody would raise and lower the safety arm there. And they've gone so far as to actually put some railroad track here to make it look like an actual train station. Now that's authenticity, isn't it? Alright guys, that's it from the Heritage Village out here at Sharon Woods. If you haven't been out here, come take a trip. Find out what life was like in the 1800s. Pay the money, go on a guided tour. I didn't go on the guided tour because I wanted to take my time. And hey, while you're at it and you're making your trip back to the 1800s to see what life was like, you can pick up your vintage 1869 baseball schedule. Yeah. Just in case you're wondering what the baseball schedule was like back then. My main YouTube channel page, youtube.com/ErvTV. I'm on Facebook, facebook.com/ErvLindsay. The remainder of social media links can be found in the info section below the video on YouTube. I appreciate it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Everybody keep fighting the good fight. And I'll see you in the next video.